Hey guys, what's up? It's not news that we are marching towards, or rather running towards AI and automation and thinking about generating leads in a manual way or manual lead generation. It can be very counterproductive for your business. Now, how do you make sure you invest in the right resources, right time, right mindset to make sure you can be as productive as you can with your business is exactly what today's session is going to be about. And we are talking about impact of automation on lead generation. This is not a fancy session. There is no fancy jargon. We are not going to talk about specific tools because there are a ton of tools. All you need to do is just do a research. I think running after tools and thinking too much about tools is overrated, because when you have the strategy right, when you have the right mindset when it comes to lead generation and leveraging automation to increase your lead generation impact, I think all you need is that strategy, and tools don't really matter as much as the strategy. So getting started, what we need to do is we need to have a right mindset as to how do you leverage your automation when it comes to lead generation. How are technologies like AI and automation impacting our lead generation? Let's assume we start with a blank slate. As you can see on your screens, this is nothing but a blank slate. All right, so when we are talking about automation, we are not aiming to sound really grand. What we're really bothered about is we're really bothered about understanding the technology behind this or the mindset behind this. When I say automation, I'm not just talking about any fancy technology. All I'm talking about is a way to make sure your repetitive tasks are executed without your intervention. Now, without any manual intervention, how are tasks executed is exactly what automation talking about. And making sure a software does them and you don't have to get involved manually. That is exactly what automation does. So imagine that you have a task where you manually used to do it before. Now there is a software that will do that for you without your intervention. That's exactly what automation is. Especially if this task is a repetitive task, it definitely saves a lot of time. Right? Now, when we speak about automation, there are certain things that we need to look at. When I say certain things, you need to gain some basic understanding of what automation does. Second thing is you need to automate your lead capture. The third thing is you need to automate your lead nurturing. You need to build an alignment between marketing and sales. The last thing that you need to do is take care of your reporting and ROI. All right. So let's put these things in proper context. So first thing is you need to identify the strategy. From there, you would automate your lead capture. Then you would automate your lead nurturing. You would align your sales and marketing teams, and then you would focus on your ROI and reporting. In each of these stages that we have here, the first thing is you need to understand the basic operations that you're interested in. You need to identify your goals to automate. Now, automating goals can be taking away those mundane tasks, and you need to have a fair understanding of what your workflows would look like. Now, when you need to automate lead capture, what you need to be looking at is you need to have proper forms in place. Your lead capture activities should all be part of one central database. Now, you may be capturing leads from your ads. You may be capturing your leads from, let's say, a Google Ads lead form. You may be capturing your leads from a social media lead form, from a Facebook ad lead form. You have a YouTube ad lead form. You have leads coming in from the website. You have leads coming from your Facebook page. You have leads coming from your emailers. You have leads coming from your below the line activities, whatever. Now, when you have leads coming in from so many sources, you need to have a proper mechanism to automate this lead capture at one central place so that you can apply some workflows to this ecosystem and make sure you have defined actions taking place for different sets of different kinds or different categories of leads that you have classified. Now, your lead classification can be very different. Now, let's say you have a lead capture, let's say you have a SaaS product and you're trying to capture leads, right? Now, not all these leads are at the same stage of the buying cycle. Some of them are cold leads, some of them are warm leads, some of them are hot leads. If all of these things are captured at different places in different forms and different spreadsheets, it becomes very easy for you to apply one blanket rule depending upon certain conditions for you to classify these leads. So that is one way you need to automate your lead capture. How do you do that? You leverage certain automation softwares which can provide you with the mechanism of bringing in all your leads into one central place. Now, once you have that is when you will start thinking about nurturing your leads. And how do you automate that process? You will use the same automation software and you will apply certain workflows. We already have an understanding that leads can be at a different stage. Now, this is the first stage, second stage, third stage, right? Now, what needs to be focused here? The first thing that you need to focus here are hot leads, because you don't want them to go cold by the time you act upon them. So you devise a workflow for these guys called workflow 1. Now, for the warm leads, maybe you have another workflow design, maybe a nurturing sequence, a white paper, a free download, or a freemium product that you want to offer them. So you need to deploy another workflow 2 for these guys. Similarly, for cold leads who may take a long time, you need to have maybe a one-on-one consultation, and maybe you need to take them through a product demo, right? It could be anything. Now, in this case, you will deploy a different workflow called a workflow 3. Now, this is your nurturing sequence that is possible through your marketing automation platform. Now, once you do that, after that's done, one of the most challenging things in any organization, not just I have seen, but across the board, is not having a proper alignment between the sales and marketing team. You ask the sales team, it's always the marketing team's fault. You ask the marketing team, it's always the sales lead's fault. The sales guy's fault, right? So what you need to do is you need to leverage the functionalities that these automation platforms provide to form a synergy between sales and marketing. Now, how do you form the synergy? By transferring leads to the sales team at the right time. And how do you know that? When you have automation softwares, they help you in classifying leads better and nurturing these leads better so that you will be able to send these leads to the sales team on time. Now, the sales team can then follow up, do whatever they want, or do their own thing to make sure the lead converts. The final thing that you need to look at, and the final thing that typically happens, is you need your reporting to be in place, and your ROI will automatically take care of it. So based upon the insights that these automation tools provide, you will start deploying strategies when it comes to your ads or promotions accordingly, and you will time them better, you will customize them better, you will tailor make your content based upon the insights that is being provided to you by these platforms, and you will rework your proposals or pitches or whatever they are, email campaigns, and then these will start providing you with better ROI. So if you are a small business, or if you're a marketer, if you're a business, small, medium, or big, or if you're anybody who is working in the digital marketing domain, you need to understand this is how a marketing automation platform or a marketing automation software can impact your lead generation. Please understand, having a marketing automation system, big or small initially, in place is the key for you to scale your lead generation activities. That's it from me. My name is Casey. Until next time. Ciao.